out there somewhere.
Hello, you are watching New Vision TV, The Interview, and I am your host, Ruthie Naseje. Today, I am honored to interview a pastor. Most of you know him for his music, but he has preached to thousands. And today he's going to take us through his journey having parents who lived with HIV. Pastor Wilson Bugembe, you are welcome on New Vision TV.
Thank you.
Yeah, Pastor, briefly tell us about your childhood.
Well, my childhood was fun. It was fun. I was born in a family of 5 boys, no girls. So literally our mother raised us kneeling, behaving like girls, trying to discipline us. So we paid for the price of not having a girl child. We had to cook, kneel, do whatever it takes. But it was fun. We were a happy family until AIDS came in. And then the game changed. But when you're young, you don't really know what's going on. You know, but I remember, first of all, my dad was singing in the Anglican church, and they knew him really well, Mr. Chirabira. And they literally didn't believe it was HIV back in the day. Most people, that's 1993. Well, yeah, most people thought it was witchcraft. So I remember my dad, like Sunday, we sing in the choir, then Monday, we go try to find the cure, in the witch doctor's shrine. I was very young because I used to go with him everywhere. So literally, so many people died because they didn't believe HIV was real. There was a rumor that, Museum of Tanzania, but literally people didn't believe. People thought it was witchcraft from Tanzania and stuff like that. So many people died in 1994. You have to thank God for people like Phile Bongoli Rutaya, who broke the ice. Yeah, and I remember I was in P3 in 1993, and they showed us Phile Bongoli Rutaya's video when he was saying he's sick and HIV is real, and this is the way you should avoid it, this is the way you can. So literally, he's a hero. Phile Bongoli Rutaya is a hero.
Pastor, how did your family get infected with the virus?
Literally, I don't know whether, it's more of, HIV is more of a blame game. This one brought it, this one brought it, this one brought it. So I don't know, because I was young. But what I think infected my family was poverty and ignorance. Most people thought that someone is bewitching someone, those Kwetakula and all that. So, but thank God for Phile Bongoli Rutaya, who broke the ice, and he said AIDS is real. And then poverty, they used to boil mpiso. I sang about it in my song with David Utalo. They try to inspire people, and they used to boil mpiso. You could often hear mpisa ide. Then then everyone got sick. So by the time they got to know that it was HIV, it was really late.
Twali butonga tuzanya cheka wumpuli je chava simanye chifule waffe dwandiro oyo mami lwamutwala ne dadi lwamutwala ne buto wango butalina tabuyi nabo lwabutwala twasigala tutongayo watali muzadde alabirira ensigala nga mpunda buwunyi ntyowa eyalwala sirimu yalyo yasiga ennyumba yonna Dawudi mbuuza ndyatya empiso y'owakayo yalye gye bafumba bakubisa omulala twali baava ebyo bwe mbijjukiramu.
Okay, you say your father was the last one among your parents to pass on.
Yes.
Yes.
My father was the last one to die.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
happened?
But my brother was really the last one.
Your brother was the last.
Yeah.
Okay, among your parents.
Among my parents, my
Yeah,
dad,
your
yes.
dad. It was your mother, then your dad.
Yes.
Okay, so you remained children, 5.
Yes, 5 children.
And you were the second born.
Yes.
So it seems your father, you were the favorite.
Because I was more like his firstborn.
Okay.
And I think he knew that I didn't have HIV. And so he always wanted to teach me stuff, take me around with him. He was a poor dad, but he was a very working dad, hard-working dad. They know him in Masaka. He used to also sing. He headed the choir called Hosanna. Yeah. So literally, yeah.
olwo ne nzijukira abato bange bafa mu nnaku ennyingi siriimu yalumadde nisawataali sente nga tannafa nzijukira lwe yampita nambuuza Bugembe lwaki twazaalwa okuzaalibwa ne siriimu nza tazza musango naŋŋamba akanfe ŋŋende ewali bessanyu kasita maama ne taata gye bali baatusookayo naŋŋamba nkimanyi naawe essawa yonna ojja kufa ebiseera ebyo nga siggwako galwadde bwe yamala n'afa denisi yandibaddewo n'alaba bino omwana oyo yandibaddewo n'alaba bino oluguudo kwe nasabirizanga kwe nvugira emmotoka leero nina oluyimba yandirabye ku musumba serwadda nga nkwasa ebirabo nina oluyimba abuusabuusa mukama alabira ku nze ani yali amanyi ti ndiva mu kasaati akayero ani yali amanyi ti ndiwona engatte z'ebituli ani yali amanyi ti ndiwona okaabira abaafa ani yali amanyi nti ndikoma okutambula nga samba ebipapula nonda ekikumi.
So what happened after they were all gone? Where did you go?
When parents died, we went in relatives, relatives with apostrophe, relatives is. Yeah, but we stayed with relatives, and we stayed house to house, you know, house to house, kept moving, and fast forward, I ended up in courts homeless, but it was more of personal decision, you know. I don't want to blame anyone, because at some point I felt like I didn't belong anywhere. I didn't belong anywhere, so that's how I ended up on the street. Yeah, but that's a story I don't want to dig into, but because I realized it was more of me, I would have stayed home. But
just take us through your life on the street. How was it?
It wasn't really a long time. It wasn't really a long time. It was like probably 3 to a month. But it sounds like I was there for a long time. No, it wasn't really. But it was tough. It was tough. But I had my grandparents somewhere in Rubaga who invited me to come to Kampala. And but by then I was hard to love. I was hard to love. So that's why I ran away.
What prompted that?
I thought that nobody really likes me. People are pretending, you know. Nebo ngamba kola boti, nebo nkobe emigo, just take a tono. I was just sick and tired of people. I just wanted to be alone. Because I felt like they were just...
Blaming you for...
No, literally because I had stayed with so many people, and I was always the unwanted one, you know. So you reach a time where most of the street kids, they reach a time where their hearts are like a rock, like a stone. They don't care. Yeah, that's why I have so many of them around me, because I know their language.
8 months later, how did you get off the street?
One day I wanted to, in courts, commit suicide. I was running into the cars, I wanted a car to knock me down. That's when totally my hope box was empty. And of course, no one wants to make an accident, so everyone was dodging me. And some of the stories, some of my relatives don't even know. You know, they were like, really, did you reach? Because it was brief, but yeah, it was more, these days I say it was more of me. I was just sick and tired of people. That's why my entire life is a miracle. Like God healed me. Patrick, that guy found me in the running into the cars. His name is Patrick Semambo. He works with Seroma. And he took me, he stopped a taxi, then directed me to Trumpet Center. The guys who own, Apostle John Malinde, great pastor, who owns Prayer Mountain, Seguku. And then Pastor Michael Chimuli and the staff. And then they brought me one Sunday morning on stage. I told them my story. I said, I want to go back to school. And they said, okay. Someone called Stefan Umbogo, director of Highway College, shoot up his hand and took me to school.
Briefly, tell us about your love life.
Good thing I have a girlfriend. And I've said it again and again. My story of not being married has been oversung. I'm also tired of it. But we serve a God of time. And we serve a God of seasons. When I know, when I will be introducing her to the world, I'll let you know why I took so long.
Pastor, you happen to be single, and this prompts so many girls to come to your church. How do you deal with it? Because you never know, it may lead you into the bracket of getting infected with the virus.
If you don't keep busy, you will mess up. So this is what I do. If I gave you my schedule, you will wonder. I don't have the time. I don't have the time to play games. There's a time they gave me, we get breaks off, like holidays, like sabbatical. It was like 7 days, and I said, man, nienda kugua. I didn't know what to do. You know, I watched all the movies, I visited all the people. I'm like, man, I'm used to work. I just need to go back to work until the right person comes. But
there are people who live with HIV and others live with the people living with HIV. What advice would you give them, since you have experience of basically both? You thought you were living with HIV, and then later on you found you're not infected with HIV, and you had parents who were living with HIV. How would you advise such people?
People living with HIV, I call them soldiers. Because somebody who doesn't live with HIV has no idea. It's like a death sentence if they say you have HIV. But it's no longer a death sentence in our generation. Number one, things have changed, and I always advise the young people, you don't have to. People no longer look skinny and scary. People live with HIV and they're looking good.
Here on New Vision TV, and let me hope so many people have borrowed a leaf from what you went through.
Thank you for the opportunity. God bless you.
For Pastor Wilson Bugembe, ignorance and poverty led his family members into contracting HIV. But as he has shown today, such can be avoided. So take note, and we are winning the battle together. I am Ruth Naseje, and you have been watching The Interview.